what's up? It's your girl Nicole, aka Lil MCK. Too busy being an icon and shit.
I am just an icon living. I am just an icon living. Icon living. I am just an icon living. I am just an icon.
So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a mini Q&A. I get asked so many questions all the time, so I figured, you know what, it's about time that I made a Q&A so I can get a little bit more personal with you guys. I asked you guys on my Instagram, I asked you guys on my Snapchat as well if you had any questions for me, and I had a very overwhelming amount. So yeah, hopefully I get to answer the questions you guys have for me. If I don't answer any of your questions, be sure to leave them down below and I'll make maybe a part 2 series. If there's anything in particular that I touched on in this Q&A that you want to know a little bit more information about, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and leave your questions or queries in the description, and again I'll make a following video explaining that. But yeah, I'm quite scared because I haven't actually looked at all of the questions. I haven't seen all of them, so I'm going to open them for the first time on camera. But let's just get started. First question, how tall are you? I am 5'3". I'm very short, guys. Very short. I look tall in pictures, but I'm actually short. Where are you from? So if you don't know, I actually have a mixed girl tag on my channel already where I explain the countries that I'm from. But to break it down for all of my new subbies, I am half Ghanaian, quarter Spanish, quarter English. So how old are you? Okay, this is a personal question. How old do you think I am? I am 19. I'm turning 20 in April the 17th. That's when I turn 20 years old. I don't really know what I want to do for my birthday. All I know is I want to look cute, I want to go out, but I don't know what I want to do. So if you have any suggestions, leave it down below. But yeah, I'm turning 20, but I'm 19 years old. Are you single or in a relationship? I'm single. And I'm not single by force, I'm single by choice, okay? What program do you use to edit your videos? So I use Premiere Pro. It's actually the best editing software for me personally, and it's the one that I know how to use the most. So yeah, I use Premiere Pro. Are you going to give us a studio tour? Yes, I will give you a studio tour when I move out of my studio. I move out of this specific room soon and I'll move into a new room, but it's all in the same block. So once I move out, I will make a empty studio tour, and then when I move into my new one, I'll make a studio tour in that one, if that makes sense. So I'll make a studio tour when I move out. How did you get into modeling? Okay, so my modeling story, my modeling experience, is a whole shenanigan in itself. Like, that deserves a video by itself. Like, modeling alone deserves its own video. So if you want to see a video on how to get into modeling, how to be successful with modeling, how to be recognized, tips and tricks, all those kind of things, how to gain your confidence with modeling, because I wasn't very confident at the beginning, then make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and I will make a video on my modeling experience, how I got into it at 14, the ins and outs, the pros, the cons, the dirt that they don't tell you, all of that. So if you want to see a video on modeling alone, I will make a video on that, but thumbs up this video so I know you want to see that. How did you become successful on Instagram? So again, it kind of ties in with the whole modeling story, but the key things or the key advice I can give you about Instagram is that you need to be unique. You need to do something that's different. One thing that people get mistaken about is that if you're a pretty girl, or if you're a good looking girl, or you have a nice figure or whatever, people tend to get mistaken that because you're a pretty girl, you're instantly going to gain a lot of followers. That's not how it goes, because for a long time I was stuck on like 300 and something followers, and only up until recently I blew off to 11.1k. So you have to put in hard work if that's really what you want, and you have to want it for the right reasons. You can't just want to be famous or bait on Instagram because you want people to know who you are for the wrong reasons, if that makes sense. So you got to do stuff that's entertaining. You got to give people a reason to check out your page. You got to give reason for people to want to tune into you when there's millions of other girls who are in the same kind of position. So I will make I'll probably make a video on Instagram alone. So like how to take the best pictures for Instagram, how to edit pictures for Instagram, all those kind of things, because I do a lot of that kind of creativeness outside of YouTube. So if you want to see that as well, give this video a big thumbs up. Like I said, if there's anything that you want to see in particular, by thumbsing up this video, it will let me know, so I will make videos on that, because it's not every day I want to talk about hair and makeup, really and truly, because I feel like I can actually help you guys with something. But yeah, you gotta be consistent, you gotta really want it, you gotta be different, you've gotta do things that are gonna make people wanna look at you. What would you tell your 14-year-old self if you could go back in time? So I would tell my 14-year-old self to relax. I would tell my 14-year-old self not to worry about what people think of me or what people say, because growing up I was so, I don't want to say I was insecure. I was actually very insecure. I'm not going to explain why, but I was quite insecure when I was younger, and I always used to care about what other people thought of me or how other people perceived me, to the point where it really affected me. Like certain things I wanted to wear, it's like I was seeking approval from other people. Getting piercings, getting tattoos, I was seeking approval from other people. Like things that I generally wanted to do, or things that went with my aesthetic, or things that I connected with, or that I really wanted. I would always care about how what I wanted would affect other people and what their vision or what they would perceive of me, if that makes sense. I would always take into consideration other people's feelings instead of my own. And for a long time I suffered because I was never really 100% able to be myself. I guess what I would also tell myself is that you're okay to be different, and that not everybody's going to get you for being different. Not everybody's going to accept or appreciate you, and not everybody's going to understand you. Listen, people aren't going to get you. You're not everyone's cup of tea, basically. Like, it's okay to be different. If people love you and appreciate you for you, then that's all you need. Like, you don't need to prove to anyone that you deserve to be with them, if that makes sense. So that's what I would tell my 14-year-old self. I would tell myself a lot of things. What do you study in uni? So I study television and broadcasting. Another question that I get all the time that ties into this one is, what do you want to do with your life? So I ideally want to be a professional model. That is the frame or the industry that I want to go into. I do modeling anyway, but I want to be serious with it even more than I am right now. Obviously being in uni is a hindrance because my uni work is obviously a priority of mine, so I'm having to cut back on my modeling, but ideally I just want to do modeling, full stop. But before I get there, I would love to be a presenter as well on national television. So I'd love to be a presenter and a model. If I could combine the two in some way, I would love to do that. What is my ideal guy? Oh damn, it's getting deep now, isn't it? So my ideal type of guy, I like guys that are tall. My preference would be 6 foot and above, really and truly. I love a bit of muscle, not too much. I don't like the whole V shape, no. I just like a little bit of a build. I love tattoos. I've got my own, so I'd love to have someone who has tattoos. Yeah, I don't know. I'm quite picky. Like, I know what I want and I like what I like, if that makes sense. And I love a beard. Oh my god, I love beards. So yeah, that's just like the physique. And then for the personality, you need to be able to pattern me in a way that's respectable, because I'm a bit of a handful, I can't lie to you. I'm a very strong, independent woman, and I like things to go a certain way. And I'm not controlling, but I'm just so used to things being my way that I like it to be my way. Not all the time, I do compromise, but you need to be able to handle me and be able to take charge, if that makes sense. I also want someone who's good with faith, because I'm a Catholic and the Lord Jesus Christ is my beloved Saviour, as one of my tattoos says so. So yeah, he has to have a religious background of some sort. Yeah, ideally Christian or Catholic. Yeah, if your body count was multiplied by 4, what would it be? Jesus Christ. If my body count was multiplied by 4, what would it be? If you don't know what body count means, it's like the amount of people you've slept with. I'm gonna skip that question because really and truly I don't think it's for anyone's stuff. Any tips on finding your aesthetic? So you just gotta find inspiration. You gotta know what you like. Yeah, you gotta know what you like. And the best way to find it would be looking at things like Tumblr, looking at things like Pinterest, Instagram, looking at your favorite celebrities, looking at their styles, trying incorporating it in your own. Because obviously you can gain inspiration from someone, but it's not truly going to be your own style, if that makes sense. Like, I can look at Kylie Jenner's outfit, for example, and like it, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's my style. So you gotta kind of know where you fit in, because there's different categories for styles. There's urban, there's retro, there's chic, there's street, there's boho. There's so many different styles out there. So I guess try and figure out what category you fall in, or what categories you fall in, and then look at style icons or inspirational kind of pics to help you figure out what you like. And if you like certain pieces of clothing, like trousers, or you like a certain top and you don't know how to style it, search up on Google or Instagram or anything different ways that other people style it to help you gain inspiration. Like, there's a whole way, like there's a lot of ways you can find your aesthetic. So Nicole, when are we gonna get fashion videos? Guys, I've been meaning to do fashion videos for the longest time. Okay, fashion is a big passion of mine. I love fashion. I just love fashion in general. I love it. Makeup to me is fashion. You're expressing yourself, and that's what you do through fashion. I love it. Like, I absolutely love fashion. In terms of fashion videos, like I said, I've been meaning to do it for a long time, like lookbooks and stuff like that. But it's actually so hard when you're in university, because obviously it's so hard to film it by myself. But don't worry, like, I have so many ideas in my head, and I have a whole vision of how I want the lookbook to be and how I want it to go, and I've got a couple plans, so just be on the lookout for some fashion videos soon, pretty soon. Yeah, I'm actually excited for them myself. Like, I'm so excited to film them. Also planning on vlogging as well, like a day in my life in modeling, so you guys can kind of get an idea of what it's like to do shoots back to back, and all of this, because I don't just sit at home like and just chill. Like, I'm actually doing stuff every day, so I'm gonna film a vlog very soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But yeah, fashion videos will be coming soon, don't worry. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? So in 5 years time, because I'm turning 20 this year, so in 5 years time I'll be 25. I hope to have a degree and to have graduated by then, obviously. I hope to be successful in whatever it is that God leads me, like whatever path He gives me. I hope that I'm successful in that, whether it be presenting, whether it be modeling. I hope I'm just successful all around. Like, the perfect guy would have come my way by then, hopefully. Who knows, he might come before, he might come after, I don't know, but it's just a thought. So yeah, I hope to be successful, whatever direction God gives me. Yeah. Okay, so I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm gonna answer 3 more questions and then I'm gonna call it a wrap. And then, like I said, if you have any more questions for me, just leave them in the description or like the video and I'll make more. So yeah, how do you manage your time when going to university, going to work, doing YouTube, modeling, and all of the other things you do on the side? That's a very good question. But it all comes down to being organized. Like, you need to plan your time carefully. One of the ways that I like to do that in a nutshell is by having a little diary. So as you can see, I have my own little diary. This thing is my life, literally it's my life, it's my planner. It's got the year, like the whole year in it. And as you can see, I write down everything, and for every task that I've completed, I will cross it out. This has been used and abused, like everything, all my deadlines. It doesn't necessarily have to do with just YouTube, like my day-to-day. So if I know I've got work today, I'm gonna write in my diary, in my planner. For example, if I've got work from 9 to 6 and I have a shoot at 7, but then I need coursework that I also do at 12, I'm not gonna remember all that. So I write it down in my diary. so that I can help keep track of what I'm doing, where I'm going, what I need to do, where I need to be, how much time I should be spending on one thing. You have to stay organized. Like, you have to plan your day, you have to plan your week, you have to plan your month. Apart from YouTube, what else do you do? I.e. blogging, fashion. Okay, so apart from YouTube, I have a job. As you guys know, I work in a shoe store, and yeah, so I work in a shoe store. I do modeling on the side, like I said. I do a bit of acting here and there, so I also do like things like skits and things like that. I sing, if you didn't know. YouTube, and I go to university, so I do quite a lot of things in between. Are you gonna give us a tattoo video? So to answer that question about my tattoos, no, not right now. I don't have as many tattoos as I would like, and I have so many ideas in my head, and I'm planning to get more very soon before my birthday. So really and truly, I don't want to do a tattoo video now and then get two more like the day after I film it, and then it's like, oh, so I'd rather just get what I want and then film the video. I mean, I guess I could film one now and do an updated one later, but I want to get a couple more first before I film it. So yeah, you will get a tattoo video very soon. Yeah guys, so that's the end of the video. Those are all the questions I'm going to answer in the first Q&A. Like I said, if you have any more questions for me, make sure that you leave them down below and I'll answer them in like a future part 2. And if there was anything that I said in particular that you wanted me to do an in-depth video on, make sure you comment that down below and like this video so I will know, and I will film an in-depth video on that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little question. If I didn't answer any of your questions, I'm so sorry. I had so much, but I will answer it in the next one, I promise. And yep, if you're new to my channel, make sure that you guys subscribe. Make sure that you subscribe. And to all of those of you who have joined the little NCK family, thank you so much. It means a lot to me, and continue to, you know, follow and be there and just support the way you're doing. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the phrase sky's the limit. Motherfucker. See you chumps on top.